Good evening, Keepers of the Cash. Gary B, the Casual Comic Guy here, and joining me as every Thursday, my co-host, Digger Jim. Jim, what's up tonight, sir?
Man, I am excited. This is going to be fun. Let's get into it.
Dude, I love the movie ones. They are so much fun. I love discussing movies. And, of course, our other co-host tonight is none other than Cliff on Comics, who, Cliff, we'll let you give the homework you gave them, and then we'll introduce DJ and Mark.
Oh, do I give the full homework?
Just like you gave them full list. Just tell the audience what the categories are real quick so they know what the
categories for tonight's 10-1-1 challenge. Number 1, One Location Wonders, movies set almost entirely in a single setting. Number 2, Isolation, films that explore survival, mystery, or the supernatural in an isolated or
is this a trick? I thought we went with the other list.
No, we would. Yeah, you gave us the second list.
Oh, did you go with the second list? No. Is that what you did? Is that what you did? Is that what you did? I've had homophobic abusers treat me better than this. You know?
Challenge accepted.
Yeah, it's because you ain't met me in person yet.
Oh, no. Mark, if you do some of the things that those boys did to me in junior high school, I don't know.
Man.
You would pay me to do those things.
I might pay you to do those things, especially if your shoulders can handle the work.
Those guys are not Catholic priests.
Yeah, I got a decent.
I never told you that story, did I?
Okay, we're deviating. We're deviating.
And of course, joining us tonight, we have DJ Linx and Mark from Legion of Comics. Good evening, gentlemen.
I guess we'll figure out the categories as we go.
No, because you already flustered Cliff. He's all.
So number three, you didn't see it coming. Movies with a great twist. Number 4, existential sci-fi, futuristic or otherworldly films that focus on existential themes. Number 5, villain-centered films. Then 1 movie you're each speculating on, and then lastly, 1 film that's special to each of you that may or may not share a theme with tonight's other movies. I'm totally open on that one.
May not. Emphasis on may not.
Yeah, I leaned into the may not.
Totally open.
Well, we're going to say hi to the chat real quick, and then we're going to start out with Mark. And, of course, while we're saying hi to the chat, don't forget, hashtag we are Legion, hashtag
Link Squad.
Link Squad. And make sure that their links are in the description. Make sure you guys are checking them out. Of course, it goes without saying, you're going to want to get on both of their memberships. They got some great stuff. The guys do a lot for the community. They're always giving back. So they're definitely both worth checking them out. Because I don't think there's anybody in this community they haven't helped. So keep that in mind when you're watching their content. All right. First in, as always, Las Cruces. They're one of my all-time favorite people, Jerry the Jitterbug. Brad Wellbore, how you doing tonight, sir? Cliff on Comics saying hello. We have Zach's Collections. How you doing, Zach? Ruby G, Calm Cool Collected. Brother John, good evening, sir. All right, got them saying hello. All right, so that we got. All right, they're just having a conversation right now. We'll give everyone a tip of the hat as they're getting their notifications and jumping in. But for now, we're going to start it out with Mark, and the first category, of course,
is One Location Wonders.
One Location Wonders. Well, I didn't want to bring Tom Hanks' Castaway, because I feel like that would have been one. Or if anyone's seen the movie Chaos, that would have been a great one. But I went with probably the greatest one location film to ever be made. It's one of the greatest films ever made. It's a sleeper hit for many, a masterpiece to every and anybody who's seen it. That's right. We're talking Dread. Whole film takes
Dread
place
is great.
It's in one building, place in Peachtree. Hey. One single building, the whole film, and he destroys it all from the bottom to the top, and it doesn't end till Maul falls from the top to bottom. Carl Urban is a beast. This movie is flawless.
Yeah.
And with a lower budget, and it looks fantastic.
Yeah,
Especially
it
the
doesn't
slow
look like
motion
low budget,
scenes
but it
when they
is.
take the drug. Amazing.
Oh yeah, when they hit the slow mo, when they take a dose
Yeah.
of that Scott Snyder.
Dude, that movie is great.
Yeah, you damn right. And this one I decided to go with the Steelbook edition. It is 4K Ultra HD.
No.
So yeah. Remember, guys, tonight there will be one clear winner.
Okay.
Babe, put this one back. Give me the other one from the thing.
Yes, choices had to be made.
And there is nothing that I've seen Carl Urban in that I haven't enjoyed him in. Like
You
I
didn't
really
see
like
Doom?
Pathfinder too, and people didn't like that
Pathfinder's
movie. I
dope.
thought Pathfinder's great.
Yeah, especially the unrated version.
Yeah.
I love them in,
Plus you got
in,
Moon
in
Blood
Doom
Good
with
in it.
the
Yeah,
Rock.
Yeah, like remember how the Doom movie was marketed as a rock film, but it's a Carl Urban film,
Mhm.
and rock is a side piece.
Side piece in it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
he was just a bigger name at the time, which is
Yeah.
crazy for a wrestler to be the bigger
Think
name.
of how
at the
long that's been going too.
Dial
Yeah,
M
like
for
sure.
murder. But
time. Dial M for murder.
Ruby G likes it.
Man, I'm
You
trying
got
to remember.
Coco loves Chevy. He was doing hashtag We're Legion and hashtag Links Baby. So
That's the homie
thank
right
you.
there.
Yeah.
Heroes for Hire.
What
Good
up,
evening,
Coco?
sir.
What up, Matt?
Oh, let's do it. Yeah, and Matt, we got to get you on as well, sir. All right, so let's kicking on over to Mr. DJ Links. Mark, that was a pick out of the blue for me from you. But man, I do love that film. Just because I never heard you talk about it before.
You've never
Like
all my
not as
live
much as,
streams,
like,
all my live streams literally open with a clip from that movie.
You've
oh, that's true.
we've never seen your live stream.
Never watched your channel, Mark. That was surprising.
No, I bet on some of your live
No,
streams.
that-
I watched you on Friday. I just never
If you
noticed
were-
it. I
if
guess.
you
You
You have a channel?
Early in the movie when Anderson and Dredd get into Peachtree, they're about to kick their first door, and Anderson's shaky. He goes, "You ready?" She goes, "Yeah, just a little nervous." She goes, "You don't look ready." At the end of the movie, after she patches him back up to life and saves him from the would-be dark judges that she took out, she has to mend his wounds. He starts reloading. The music kicks in. He stands up and he looks at her. He goes, "Are you ready?" And she just locks and loads, and he goes, "You look ready." And that's when they go take on Ma. I'm like, God, like the callback was flawless. That's how I start my live streams with the "You look ready."
You
clip.
look ready.
And I also love just there's the subtle, like, her character development in there. It was great.
Yo, when she
Just
ravages
the
the boy's
her
mind.
and Dredd.
She became a woman in that movie.
No, just between her and Dredd, because he didn't give a shit about her at
Yeah.
first.
No.
No. Just another
Oh
rookie.
yeah. Well, okay.
All right, Mr. DJ Links.
All right, so one location wonders, and the location that I chose was planet Earth, and I'm gonna go with District 9. The entire movie takes place on planet Earth. And
Specifically, DJ, you can say Johannesburg. The entire movie takes place in Johannesburg in South Africa.
Right.
Yeah,
I
no,
was gonna say,
yeah, but I just want to go like Earth just to cover all bases. So it does take place in one location on Earth, specifically Johannesburg, South Africa. One of my favorite movies, and you guys were talking about Dredd with a low budget. The budget on this was super lean. The special effects are amazing. When this movie came out, I went to see it. I think it came out the same year as Iron Man, if I'm not mistaken.
Right, they're flawless. You can't tell it had a low budget.
Yeah, it is insane. An alien ship hovers above Johannesburg, South Africa. It's up there for a couple of months or whatever it is. The alien species finally come down, and they're all these prawns. They call them prawns. They look like prawns, and it's just a brilliant movie. What's his name? Sharpo Copley?
Copley plays Vilkas.
Yo, and for me, it's his star-making role. Like, I absolutely love this movie. All the themes and everything involved with it, the sci-fi elements. Clearly, there's going to be a through line through my list with sci-fi. But yeah, one location wonder, District 9.
That could have gone with Existential as well.
I can't believe that we never got another a sequel to that.
And they talked about it constantly at the time.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't think it'd be like in a year. I thought, a couple years, but I thought like the studio would greenlight one and give them a budget for another one.
I think they were supposed to do it, and then something happened and it fell through. But I even believe there was a script, and that was probably turned into like a different movie or something. I don't know. I don't know nothing. But District 9, this is on my top just sci-fi, this is on my top 10 sci-fis of all time. I absolutely
It's
love this
definitely a
movie.
sleeper for some people. Some people never even heard of it.
We were
Yeah.
talking about that guy's movies the other day, how all of them are great. Chappie, that, Elysium,
Chappie's
like
really
they're just the special effects in them are better
Next
than
level.
98% of what comes out today.
Like Elysium was insane.
Yeah,
Elysium was nuts.
next level.
And it doesn't, it's not a lot of high tech stuff. It's just basic. I mean, it's basic sci-fi stuff. It's not over the top.
Yeah,
and I think that's what keeps people drawn in. So
he's just great at going with a theme and nailing it.
Yeah.
And it's way better than Avatar.
Y'all just keep saying
Gary, kick me out of the stream.
butter. Y'all just keep trying to churn my butter over here.
Yeah, churn, baby, churn.
Churn your butter. All right, DJ, you get to start category 2. Cliff, what is category 2?
Category 2, isolation. Films that explore survival, mystery, or the supernatural in an isolated environment.
All right, so isolated. I went with the Gem District 9. No, I'm just kidding. I think easily that'll fit Predator, but I'm not gonna choose Predator right here on VHS.
With the format switch up too. Look at the format switch up. My man brought a VHS.
So I was gonna say Predator, but that would be easy. I'm going to go with the 1985 flick starring Rachel Ward, Fortress. So not a lot of people are gonna know about this movie. This was an Australian movie. It's a school teacher. So it takes place.
Film is what it is. It's a snuff film.
I wish it was a snuff film. Oh, Jesus. The ones I rubbed out to snuff films, forget about it. So it takes place in 2 locations. So it starts off in a schoolhouse in Australia, and then like these guys go in, they're criminals. They all have masks on of animals, and then the main guy has a mask on of Santa Claus. And he's called Father Christmas. And he goes in, he takes the kids and the teacher and just terrorizes them. And they run away to the forest, and they're in a cave for the majority of the movie. So they're in like a cave. What do you call that? Not like a complex, but it's just like a bunch of tunnels and stuff, and it's like the cave. But yeah, I highly recommend this to everybody. I believe this was a movie just on network TV. It wasn't like theatrically released or anything.
They ended up making like punji sticks and Vietnam style fighting and
so it
razor
turns
blades with stuff on it. I remember seeing it. I was like, I think I got it when
well, that was the direct to DVD era, wasn't it, or direct to VHS era?
No, this came out on VHS.
Yeah,
it definitely did
because I had it on VHS.
Something.
DJ, if you don't mind me asking, what was the one that you swapped out for the last category? When you asked, this is Linx to hand you the other one.
It was Dread.
Was it really?
Yeah, because it was the building. It was Dread. So I had to go to my second pile. It was funny because I was debating between Dread and The Raid, which The Raid is the.
I was going to say The Raid.
Buildings. The Raid is a fantastic movie. That's
basically the same thing, except it's through an apartment complex.
Oh, yeah. Brother John's got a good one with Sam Rockwell. Yeah,
Moon. Yeah, but I highly recommend it. This is definitely like a nostalgia pick for me. Father Christmas, and it goes full Lord of the Flies. They sharpen their weapons, their sticks, and they kill all these dudes. So if you want to see kids killing criminals, Fortress, 1985, starring Rachel Ward.
Yeah, I was going to say that was 1985. I'm telling you, I remember that one.
Yeah, this was a good one.
It was released on HBO here in the States.
I got to see that. I've never seen that, but then again, I'll probably never watch it.
And she was not a bad looker.
Cliff, what is this category again?
The second category is isolation.
Can you describe the category?
Films that explore survival, mystery, or the supernatural in isolated or forested locations.
Forest, isolation, mystery, supernatural, survival. Oh, you're talking about The Descent.
Oh, great movie.
Never seen that one.
So I was going to go with either Dog Soldiers or The Descent, depending on what DJ brought. Both of films are directed by Neil Marshall, and both of them are exceptional. But this one hits on a level of terror like never before. You're scared shitless before the supernatural or mysterious element even gets entered into this film. Claustrophobia is a real thing, even if you don't think you have it. Just watch other people be claustrophobic. Scary.
And just a relationship, the dialogue between the women, and when you're finding out their stories, and
yeah, it's an all-female cast too. I'm pandering to Gary over here.
That's probably why I never watched it.
Yeah.
No, DJ, you would love that movie.
I've seen it.
That movie is fucking great.
I've seen it. I remember
2 dudes in that movie. I don't remember them actually doing anything.
Yeah, that was a good movie. That was when leaks started happening on the internet. So I got that. I downloaded it like 5 months early.
And Burke says you're killing it, Mark.
Thank you, sir.
All right, so
Hi, Mikey.
All right, so now we get to start category 3, and Mark will go first on this one since DJ went first on the last one.
Category 3, you didn't see it coming. Movie with great twist ending.
No shame on the Ding Dong movies.
For twist endings, there's so many good ones. I could have pulled 7 off the top of my head, but I didn't want to just go with something that I thought DJ would pick. I didn't know who would go first, but I went with one of my favorite twist endings, and it's a movie with a twist ending, but it calls back that I love the entire movie. Everything about it, from the cast, the special effects, the levels of the story. When you think there's no more levels, we go deeper into another level. So I had to go with the master of cinema, Christopher Nolan's Inception. Why didn't the top stop spinning? Did it stop spinning? Did it wobble a little bit? We were talking about this movie for so long afterwards. Every level of this movie you can talk about in depth, and does any of it really even matter?
They're still in the
island to think.
They're still in the van right now.
It gave me a headache.
I gave you a headache.
It did. I was at the end of it. I was like,
particular.
"What? Did it finish?"
No, when they folded the city up, like, for real,
bro.
Well,
that's one of my favorite movies. That movie is just like insane, dude.
For real, Cillian Murphy, Leonardo DiCaprio,
and I thought you were going to go with Memento, actually.
Exceptional, dude. Michael Caine, Tom Berenger,
Tom Hardy,
Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Ken Watanabe.
Yeah. Oh, it's a great cast. I was just like, I don't know.
I don't think I've watched this. I can't count how many times I've watched this, and I still can watch it, and it can feel brand new every time.
A lot of my favorite snack food is in that movie.
Yeah, a bunch of lumber snacks.
The fight scene in the hallway was amazing, and watching them actually film it and like on the behind the scenes with the actual movie.
Yeah, that was a set. That was a set with wires. This dude's crazy. You know, Christopher Nolan's next big film will be The Odyssey, and I'm seeing all kinds of jokey memes like people's face when Christopher Nolan asked him to go get actual kaiju because he doesn't believe in CGI.
I'm like, when I heard that he was making that, I popped big. Like,
yeah, I didn't.
That's one of the greatest stories of all time in history. Yeah, I didn't want to grab any that were too on the nose. I wanted to get one that fits perfectly, but people might not quite think about.
Yeah, and that one's what? That one's pushing 10 years old now, isn't it?
I think it's 2012, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
Yeah, it's older.
Yeah,
over 10. It's weird, man. That's fast.
Yeah, I think Memento would be my favorite for.
It's 2010.
Wow, 2010. Like, I think Memento is great as well. For me, Memento doesn't have like rewatchability. Like once.
No, it's not. It's definitely not rewatchable, but it definitely took me for a spin.
The other one that I was looking at was like The Prestige. And because I was looking at The Prestige, I'm like, but I would grab The Illusionist instead of The Prestige, which came out at the same time with Ed Norton and Rufus Sewell.
You know, I love both those movies, but for me, The Prestige has that little extra something.
Prestige. Jim Prestige.
The other one has Jessica Biel. That one wins.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Gary. Yes.
I know, and I actually like the other one better.
Your rampage of heteroerotic normicism. Okay. Good Lord.
Can a guy like boobies around here?
Yeah, you can. It's your show. You like whatever you want.
Theme of everything.
You should have seen my original list.
Right.
It was all Skinamax films.
Were you gonna win me over with dongs? Was that gonna be it?
No, I was gonna pull out my nothing. Hi.
All right, DJ, yours.
You're gonna save that for Heroes Con for me. What's going on?
Jesus Christ. So, twist ending. This was not my original twist ending that I picked. I didn't have the movie. I ordered it from Amazon. It was supposed to get delivered today. And on my tracking, it says to arrive by 10 p.m. So it hasn't arrived. And that movie would have been Tales from the Dark Side, the movie, when She turns into a gargoyle. That was the first twist ending that I remember as a kid, and that blew me away. So I ordered it. Yeah, I actually watched it the other day on Amazon, and then I wind up ordering the 4K and for preparation for this, and it just didn't come today. But my second choice would be The Usual Suspects.
Yeah.
Who's Kaiser Soze?
That one that's a standard for
Yo, so I remember this, and this takes me back. This is, to me, like, not only is it a great twist ending that you didn't see coming, but it's just the movie in general is just absolutely fantastic. I remember, 1995, I believe it was. We had a bootleg of this. I had to babysit my sister. I was pissed off, so I went in my dad's VCR tapes, shuffled through the porn, and I found this, and I put it on, and I was just like, holy God.
Dialogue in it.
Yeah, I was just like, holy crap, like this blew me away, because I've always been a movie guy. The acting.
This blew me away, the name of the porn you had to shuffle past?
One of them was The Year of 69, and I skipped past that one. But yeah, The Usual Suspects, I think they all do a phenomenal job. Benicio del Toro, this was his starring, or what kind of put him on the map. Stephen Baldwin, same thing. Give me the fucking keys, you fucking cocksucker motherfucker. This is just all around like super, super dope. And then Kevin Spacey went and did some things, and we can't talk about this, but
what are the things? Tell me the things.
He did with little boys.
Plot twist.
No.
Yeah, but it was cast well.
Another surprise ending.
The way The Usual Suspects was cast well. Let me change that.
Super cast well, man. I love this movie. Give me the fucking keys. And the score too. Carlito Classico mentioned the score for Inception, which was crazy, but the score in this, it was fantastic. The Usual Suspects.
Oh, good one. Hey, I had to make the list. All right,
we are, Ruby. We definitely are. At least we'll be able to keep each other company.
All right, so DJ, you're going to start out category 4, sir.
Cliff, can you remind me of the category that I fought against?
Category 4, existential sci-fi, futuristic or otherworldly films that the focus is on existential themes.
This is a tough one.
Can you define existential?
Dealing with the idea of existence. So Cliff doesn't have to look it up.
Okay.
That was really nice of you, but considering that I live in a state of existential crisis on the regular, I'm familiar.
I got 2 of them. I'm hoping one of you guys pulls at least one of them.
I don't know if it fits the category, but I was just like, as existential, that sounds like future stuff. Like I want to just continue live and continuing the human race. So I chose the sci-fi masterpiece. Look, I'm even getting closer to the camera. That's how much I love this movie.
You should probably get closer. You're going to need to win this category.
You need to read the book, DJ. It's the movie I love, but the book is way better.
We don't read books, Gary, unless they have pictures in them.
Pictures, yeah.
Yeah, I don't read novels. Yuck.
Reading your novella was a stretch. It was good. Don't get me wrong, but that's outside of character.
I had to draw my own pictures on the margins.
Every 3 pages, I just looked at the cover again.
Yeah, I just drew Martin's dong like from page 1, and then it ended on page 48. Just children of men. I don't.
Was my favorite part.
Yeah, I don't know if this fits the category. I'm not a learned man, or in the words of Forrest Gump, I'm not a smart man. I absolutely love this movie. Alphonse Cuarón, who was the Denis Villeneuve before Denis Villeneuve popped on the scene. There's 2 scenes in this that are action scenes that are filmed in one take, not edited to be one take, actually filmed in one take. And it's a 20-minute sequence. It's the story of a world where women cannot get pregnant. And then lo and behold, they get hired, I think, to kind of like smuggle this girl to go to like this other place similar to The Last of Us with Ellie with the cure. But lo and behold, she's pregnant. So Clive Owen's character has to smuggle her to get to, I don't know, the capital or get out the city or whatever the case is. And it's so beautiful. I'm about to spoil it for everyone, but when they're going through like this entire war scene, shit blowing up everywhere, going crazy, and then everyone just stops when they hear the baby cry. And it's just so beautiful and gut-wrenching and emotional, and just shows we need to exist and life is precious as existential.
Okay.
You really sold it with the existential whisper.
I would like to celebrate Brother John, because Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind is a thin edge of sci-fi, but yes, there is science fiction involved, so I would say it. Also, Blade Runner's cool. Actual Dracula, but that was an expected call to Blade Runner.
How about Altered State? Does anybody remember that from the? Well,
Oh,
you
yeah.
probably guys know. Altered State, William Hurt.
I like that movie a lot. Altered
Yeah.
State.
Yeah, I haven't seen that since the 80s.
All right, Mark.
So I came with 2 because I thought that this was a shoe-in category for us to step on each other's dick, but I guess not.
Matrix.
No, I didn't. I brought this as my fallback.
Oh yeah.
Man.
Oh yeah.
I wish everyone should see this. Like,
I've never seen
about
Oblivion.
existential. Like his whole character's existence is existential.
Right.
But this
seen
is
that
it. This is here comes the home run. T2. We're dealing with fate. We're dealing with existence of not just a person, but the human race. And then we take it a step farther. What does it mean for
Mark?
this
You
robot to
brilliant,
exist?
you brilliant motherfucker. Because you know I hate Tom Cruise, and I was like, oh no. And I'm like, it's a good movie, but I hate him so much. And then you pull out T2, a bloody fucking masterpiece. Good
I
for
know now
you.
why you cry, but it's something I can never do.
That is something I could never do. I order you not to go. I order you not to go.
This is like next level cinema. Holds up to the test of time. The greatest action movie ever made.
And I saw that in the theater when it
Oh
first.
yeah. Who
released.
didn't? Ooh.
Oh,
they
wow.
have
And you got John and Sarah in the eyes.
Special effects. Yes, definitely.
One hell of a set. Like everyone's seen it. You know what it deals with. All of it. And then takes it a step farther. It's sci-fi. It's everything.
Well, then at first too, like when it starts, right, you're mad because there's another Terminator, and then he just kills it in that role.
Yeah, Robert Patrick was amazing in this movie.
He just kept his face so stoic, and you just believed him the whole time.
You know, the dude trained himself not to blink when he fires a gun,
Which is crazy.
which is crazy. Did you know the scene where he was chasing John out of the mall when John had to take off on the dirt bike? They had to reshoot that numerous times because Robert trained himself to run without blinking or flinching, that he kept catching up to the dirt bike. He was getting to the dirt bike quicker than it could accelerate out of the parking garage.
And he's an actual liquid metal Terminator.
Yeah, he's.
I still run like, if I have to run fast, I run like the T1000. That's how I run. Like,
it's the only way to get faster.
That's how I messed up my eye.
You don't run like Naruto?
At least you didn't have a copy of
Now,
Battlefield.
the
Or,
two,
On a serious note, Cliff,
I don't know what Road to is, Cliff.
have you seen Oblivion?
Yes, I have
Oblivion's
seen
really
it.
good.
Yes.
What a good
Never,
movie.
never measure my taste against my power for hatred.
now,
But
why do you
Oblivion-
hate Tom Cruise? Did he do something to you personally?
Oh, snap. Diddle, diddle, diddle.
So Cliff, all right,
Did I tell you the Donna Karen story?
back in 1996, Pick Up Sticks, Cliff was a big fan of Dianetics. So he went
By
to
L. Ron Hubbard. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's a book, Gary B.
Yeah, they tried to abduct me, lure me to a ship, brainwash me. All right. And that was it. I never busted another nut to him ever again. That short little fuck.
He's the original
Hey,
short
I can
king.
do that.
He is not the original short king because I found nothing there to support the king part. Unlike you, DJ. Unlike you.
Hey.
No, I've
But
never
yeah,
seen
for
Oblivion
anybody-
either, so I'm gonna have to rectify that and watch it.
For anybody who's not seen this is one of my like top 5 all-time sci-fi movies.
Oh yeah.
Nah, you bugging, son.
Like,
Not five.
honestly, I never
Like,
saw
for me,
Oblivion.
I grouped Terminator as a franchise together, kind of thing. I put two in there, then the rest I won't think about, kind of thing. Like,
That same T2, T1.
you know,
I mean,
like I like
Thanks, Matt.
RoboCop, Terminator, Predator. That's all like in my mind an
Just
era
one.
that stands above everything else.
Yeah.
You don't need
Right.
80s sci-fi
no,
action.
Seriously, because of my dislike of Tom Cruise, I saw Oblivion in the gym. You know, we have a theater room, right? So like that's where I like to get on the elliptical. And I'm like, Tom Cruise movie. And then I got real into it. And I was like, this movie's freaking great.
you started doing squats.
Yeah, I'm not
You know?
saying it's the best, Brother John. I'm saying for me, like I rewatch
It's
it,
good,
like
yeah.
it always gets me in my head. Like I get to thinking, like I just find myself like feeling hollow in the moments you're supposed to, and like curious. It leaves you with this sense of like wondering, like, what more is there to this world and to these characters? You have these spanning crazy IMAX shots of a post-apocalyptic world where there's just like iconic ruins of little slivers of recognizable things, and this character who never knew any of it kind of thing.
Right.
And it's it just hits all the right, like the same reason Silo slaps, because there's a world behind them that they can never get back to. Time doesn't allow them to. It has that same mystique in Oblivion that I'm really drawn to.
And Morgan Freeman.
Morgan freaking Freeman.
I'm probably gonna watch that tonight.
And Sawyer.
Now you see. Now I thought so for this category. I always have two films that are a highlight for me for this type of category, and that's Annihilation and Ex Machina.
Oh, Annihilation! Both of those.
And Ex Machina. I love both those movies. They're so well.
Y'all watched Arrival?
Yeah, Arrival's really
great
good.
too.
Holy shit!
Messed up. Just
Would Arrival fit this category?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Big time.
That would have been. What did I pick? Children of Men. I should have picked Arrival, but I was like, that's one of my favorite movies. But Annihilation is another one, man. That scene with the bear coming in with the face and then like roaring, but it's the girl's death screams. Oh my God, I was shook in the theater. That movie is so beautiful. Not a lot of people like it, but for me, it's amazing. I love it.
I appreciate
Natalie Portman
way more than I appreciate Arrival. You know?
No, Cliff, no, stop.
You appreciate what more than Arrival?
Annihilation more than I appreciate Arrival.
No, I'll scratch your eyes out. No.
And Ex Machina is great too. Like all the performances in that.
Threaten me. What a good time, baby. Threaten me.
Oh shit.
I don't even know what number we're on now.
5. We're on the last one.
We're on scratch my eyes off and call me dirty.
All right,
Mark, all right, next up, we're at my list. We're on villain-centered films. The antagonist steals the spotlight from the story, or it is told from their perspective. Mark, you're first.
Okay. This one seems like an easy category, like a really easy one. Right. So I went with
you picked Joker too.
No. I had that as a fallback in case I didn't go on the other one, but I went with Bram Stoker's Dracula, the Francis Ford Coppola version. Because Gary Oldman's performance, the makeup, the set designs, the cinematography, the hair, like even seeing his old Vlad suit with the red sinew and everything about this Dracula, just like, sure, Keanu's in it, sure, Winona's in it, sure, Anthony's great in it, but Gary Oldman made a name for himself and still keeps him at the top of the list to this day because of this performance as Dracula in this Steelbook 4K 30th anniversary edition.
He's good. I really recognized him though was in Leon the Professional. He was so good in that too.
And
even Drexel as in True Romance.
Yeah,
I love
True was a good one.
I'm not lying. On Sunday we watched that here in the house. On Sunday, because we were still riding high off of Nosferatu. So it was like, hey, you want to watch Bram Stoker's Dracula?
And another one I saw in the theater. And then of course you had Tom Waits as Renfield.
Yeah.
Tom Waits is just crazy as a singer himself, but all right, Mr. DJ Linx.
Hello, Count Dracula. I am here. I'm John Wick. So originally, speaking of John Wick, I was going to choose John Wick 4 because the stairs really messed stuff up in the movie and steal the show. So I was going to go with that. But instead, it's not really a villain that steals the show per se. It's a movie driven by two villains, actually. And it's Natural Born Killers with Woody Harrelson and Juliette Lewis. One of my favorite movies of all time. Brilliantly directed by Oliver Stone. Written by Quentin Tarantino. A lot of people don't know that. This was one of the first movies that I saw in the theater by myself. I remember this was out and the movie Fresh was out. And my godparents were just like, you can't see Fresh because that's gangster stuff. I was like, sure. I promise I won't see Fresh. One for Natural Born Killers, please. It tells the tale of Mickey and Mallory Knox, two killers that go on a killing spree across America, killing like 1,000 people. Robert Downey Jr. is in this as the bloodthirsty reporter exploiting these two people and then what they do. and it's just dope, man. The visuals are insane. There's some animation in it, some tricky visuals. It's trippy as hell. I don't do partake in mushrooms, but I would imagine this is great on mushrooms.
Rodney Dangerfield was crazy in it.
Yo, man, go upstairs and take a shower, and I'm gonna come up and make sure you're clean. Yo, Rodney Dangerfield was amazing. When he was watching wrestling, he was like, "Kill the Indian!" Like, I love this movie so much.
Tommy Lee Jones as the warden ended up with his head on the stick.
Bro, his speech when he's talking to the reporter, and he's just like, "Shit, man, I'm a natural born killer." And then, like, in the prison, all the inmates, they're just quiet, paying attention to the interview going on because he's interviewing him live on like a current affair type show. If you know you're an old school guy, and the inmates was just like, "This dude is right." Like, let's fight, and they just start rioting. And then when the music kicks in, Dr. Dre's "The Day the Guys Took Over." Yeah, it is nuts. Then it goes color, black and white, color, black and white. It is beautiful. And then they
based on a real prison right that took place and stuff too.
I have to watch that again. I haven't seen that in ages.
It's amazing. Written by Quentin Tarantino, so you know the dialogue is sharp, and it was early Tarantino. So this was I think this was written before Pulp Fiction. So this was right between True Romance and Pulp Fiction.
Man, you could even go with Inglourious Bastards with Christoph Waltz.
Christoph Waltz.
Yeah, he was amazing. But I always like Serenity with Chiwetel Ejiofor. Like Chiwetel just stole every scene he was in that movie. But that's more campy side sci-fi. But those are great heavy picks.
This is.
I don't know. Road to Perdition.
I thought one of you was going to pick No Country for Old Men.
I would have picked that one.
Like that's a great movie, but Mickey Knox, come on.
Now, Cliff, their next one, did you guys do personal story movies?
Mark got to do the villain.
One, well, no.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, he was.
Oh, you did Dracula. My bad, dog. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Dracula. So it's on DJ for his last film that's special to him, or that may share a theme with the list.
No, I gave you one film you're each speculating on, then one film that you is special to you.
What does speculating on mean?
I also put in quotes or in brackets, it's underappreciated.
Okay, so an underappreciated film.
Yes.
He's like, I'll be right back. All right, so I'll go. An underappreciated film. I think this was
Maniac Cop.
At the time this came out, there was so much sci-fi that came out, and it was like amongst those years. But The Matrix was just like next level above everything, and there were a lot of other sci-fi movies that equal motherfucking Librium, dog. Yo, it was either this or Dark City.
Oh, Dark City is so good.
I love that. Oh,
Rufus Sewell again.
Yep, yo, Equilibrium. This would have fit the existential thing as well.
Rufus Sewell, great.
Yes, this movie is just brilliant. Like, again, it suffered from the competition that it had, and then it said, "Forget the Matrix." Yeah, okay, Equilibrium cast. Christian Bale, Taye Diggs. The action in it is super inventive. It's like gun kata, where it's a mix of like shooting guns and kung fu or karate, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And it's a futuristic movie where art is banned, art is outlawed, similar to V for Vendetta. But the action in this is awesome. It's kind of campy as well.
In the deep future, when someone discovers that movie and they like, what is this? They put it in their antique player and they watch it. About halfway through, they're going to look at each other and be like, we got to ban art. This is not okay.
This is not good.
You did not like.
I know DJ's a fan of Sucker Punch.
I just like mess with DJ. And I like when he got cut in half at the end. That was cool.
He got cut in half at the end?
Right down the middle.
Nah, I'm just messing with you.
Bill. He cut.
But that's the whole thing. He cut him in equal parts.
Oh,
half.
Yes.
Mind blown. Oh shit. I love this movie.
Oh my god.
And Dark City is great too. I love that. And
yes,
Rufus Sewell is actually one of my who I consider an underrated great actor.
Yeah, he is.
Jennifer Connelly.
Yeah, he was.
I was going to say
in the 90s and the early 2000s. He kind of just chilled out, but he was big when he was big.
He was on that show, The Man in the High Tower on Amazon.
Yeah. And he had an action movie. I can't remember the name of it, which I thought was great. just a lot of fun.
And his name was Rufus, which is just fun to say.
Rufus.
Yeah, exactly.
Underappreciated film. Since we've been in a ocean, a literal ocean of superhero movies.
Oh no.
So many of them for years. Some good ones,
I'm so
a lot of
worried
bad
about
ones, some mediocre ones. There's one massive underappreciated one.
Is it
I know a good bit of people saw it when it came out, but it wasn't during the boom. It was a little bit before the boom, but it still stands today as one of the best superhero movies made. Hard R-rated, phenomenal cast, killer soundtrack, amazing characters, and one of the best performances with the dynamic duo themselves of Big Daddy and Hit Girl with the first Kick-Ass. Some of the coolest badass superhero stuff you will see is watching Hit Girl just do work. This movie was awesome.
Right?
When else will you watch a man ride up to a final battle with a Gatling gun jetpack to Elvis?
Yeah.
And just her relationship with Nicolas Cage, fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that scene when they had him lit on fire and he's screaming and she's like running the gauntlet trying to kill everyone and he's screaming out like the playbook tour that she's doing in that slow motion shot with the strobe light going, her running and jumping and her cape going out in slow mo and the dress fanning out and her just like clocking dudes between the eyes. It was just
I love it when they were practicing the baby girls don't go hurt for a minute now. You took a 22.
Yeah.
I just loved how brutal she was because you didn't expect it. And then it's like she owned every scene in that movie.
Little Mindy, the first time you see her, she's just cutting people's limbs off and then music's going la 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 la.
Right.
Yeah, that's Aaron Taylor Johnson plays Dave, aka Kick-Ass. It was just Mark Strom was your villain. And even his henchmen were great additional characters that reoccurred throughout it. When they were torturing people, like they put the guy in the industrial wood dryer to try to get information out of them, but they had no clue how it worked, so they cooked him and popped him. And
I feel bad for Mark Strong, who is such a great actor. And every time you get excited to see him as a villain, they never use him again. Like that was I wanted to see him as Sinestro.
Yeah, he would.
Hey, he got to play Savannah for 5 seconds in the second Shazam movie.
Oh, it was Scott Pilgrim. All right, great.
Yeah, I think that movie's underappreciated and still holds up. Miller World, baby.
Right,
man, F that movie.
Oh, you know you love that movie.
I
movie you
love
can't even
movie.
flex on. Like it's just good.
Nah, it's a good movie.
All right.
That was a wildly expensive steelbook too.
Last category. Mark goes first in the last category. One film that is special to you and may or may not share a theme with one or more of tonight's films.
Oops.
Wait, did DJ did DJ do his? Oh yeah, you did.
He did.
Yeah, it was the Equilibrium.
Equilibrium, which is legit underappreciated. It made well though. All right, so tonight's categories are
Mark, damn you!
One location, isolation, a twist, existential, and a badass villain. There's one movie that has all of those things. One central location, you're in a fucking chair plugged up. You are most definitely isolated from the rest of the world, being that you can't even go to the surface. There's so many twists throughout the whole movie. It plays into existence, and Mr. Smith is a goddamn beast as the villain.
Interesting.
All the categories in one movie. Matrix Special Edition Digibook.
Yeah, you should have just kept pulling that out for every category.
Yeah,
right. Matrix.
That movie changed my life.
Yeah. It changed everyone's life.
Yeah,
if you were older than 7 years old,
time.
yeah, if you were older than 7 years old when this came out, cinema changed with this movie. There's before Matrix and after Matrix. Like it's
And when I saw that, Mark, I had no idea what it was. I'm like, oh, let's see the Matrix. I don't know what it is.
Did. That's what was so brilliant about the marketing. What is the Matrix? Like, what? We got to go find out. And then you would talk to people that seen it. You're like, what's the Matrix? You're like, you just need to see it.
Yeah, you got to go see it, right? Yeah.
Yeah. No, I know.
I was super hyped for that when they debuted the trailer at the Super Bowl that year. And like everybody's there standing around. The trailer came on, and I was just like,
plus, you had Joey Pants in it.
Yo, when he dodged the bullets, he's like, oh my god, I've never seen anyone move that fast. Just agents, like they still that's still a thing to this day. And when the helicopter was falling, and he grabs the rope line when the helicopter's going down, and he looks at the rope and just wraps it up. Like he has no clue what's going to happen. He just has a feeling that I should probably wrap this up. And sure enough, saves A. And like DJ pointed it out in his most recent video he did of his haul, Absolute Batman issue number 4. That is totally the same vibes I got when Neo stands up after taking the hits and everything, taking the shots, and he just like gets his composure and all of reality moves with him. You're like,
yeah, wow. That was crazy. And then when you see the agents like run in fear, it was like, holy crap, dude.
Yeah, because he just stops like that.
They just look at each other and he plucks the bullet out. No, not only does he stop him, doesn't he just go, no? He says no, doesn't he? And puts his hand out.
Yeah. Right. Mm-hmm.
Dude, that's just no.
I wish that was just a standalone movie, man, and not a franchise.
Dude, I loved Reloaded and Matrix Revelations as well.
Yeah. I love Reloaded. Revelations is okay. Resurrection is an abomination to the movie industry.
I never watched the last one because I just never heard a good thing about it from anyone.
We went to see that opening night. I was so mad.
What's crazy is they panned the movie inside of the movie. They're even making fun of it while they're making it. They know what they're doing, and that's they pulled a Disney like they She-Hulked it. Let's make fun of the process of making this movie and the movie while people watch it.
That is true.
They all got their paycheck, I guess, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna. Oh wait, no. Mark starts this last one because
it was the Matrix.
I'm sorry.
Come on, DJ. I believe in you, baby. I believe in you.
So I'm gonna share 2 movies. So I don't have one physically with me, but I want to share the story. Gary B, I'm gonna share my screen. Just don't show it yet. I just want to. I just want to talk.
All right, this is cheating.
What do you mean?
Yeah, visual effects and everything. Come on.
No.
Okay, never mind. We're good. That's in the movie realm. Visual effects. I got it.
Yeah, there you go. So I don't own this movie. I watched it the other day, right? So it's a movie called Vampire's Kiss from 1988 with Nicolas Cage.
Yep.
No, with Nicolas Cage.
Yeah,
I shared it with you in the group chat. So when I was little, like I remember them filming this movie right next door to my house in this garage. So then I was like, you know what? Let me watch this Vampire's Kiss the other day. I had seen it before, but I'm watching it the other day on Saturday. So we're watching it. And when I watched it before, it was on my, little 32-inch TV. Now I got the 100-inch banger on the wall so I could see everything. So I'm watching the Vampire's Kiss starring Nicolas Cage and Maria Conchita Alonso, who we met when I was little. I was like seven or 8.
She's nice.
She's awesome. She was in The Running Man with Arnold. Yeah. So I'm watching this, and Gary, can you show that picture if you don't mind?
I can. Let's see.
So I took a picture of this. So I'm watching this. That was the garage next door to my house, right? So I'm like, holy shit. You see Maria Conchita Alonso running out the cab. That's my father with the white jacket right there.
Blow it up.
And I was just like, holy shit. I paused it. I called my brother. I was just like, yo, is this dad? Because I recognized the guy next to him. That was my friend's father, Johnny. But I was just like, yo, is this dad? And my father's been gone since 2021. So like, yo, this hit me. And I was just like having a moment at home. And I was just like, because I don't own it, like I wanted to share that. But yeah, like that's legit. That's my dad. So he's in 2 shots, this shot. And then he's in a side shot when the camera switches and he's still walking. So just wanted to share that.
He must have, did you tell him? Did he know?
No, he knew that he was in the movie back then. Because when the movie came out, like I don't even know if it was in theaters, but like they rented it from Pick a Video back in the day, and they just never returned it.
and that's when Nicolas Cage was doing all his weird movies. Because one of my favorites of his from back then was Wild at Heart.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
that's where the meme comes from, where he's like with the eyes, like that's in that scene. But that's that. I just wanted to something that means something to me. Like that means more to me than any other movie. Like rediscovering that this past weekend, which is insane. That's why I don't have the movie, because if not, I would have ordered it. But of course, if we're gonna have something in the physical media, something that means more to me, this is literally a masterpiece. It's one of the best movies I've ever seen. Legit, I still watch this and it brings me to tears. The cinematography, the like I'm getting choked up just talking about this. The cinematography, the composure, this takes me back to my childhood. It is just a brilliant piece of artistry. And we're talking about Maniac Cop.
There we go.
Possibly the greatest movie ever made. Influenced a ton of movies. Before it even came out, it was influencing movies. This to me, it's my childhood, man. So like my mom would like I would stay home with my mom some days. For some reason, like I didn't go to preschool. All my brothers and my sister went to preschool. She kept me around for another year because I was just that cool. She liked hanging out with me. And she would just put me on to these movies. So that's how I got to watch Predator. Like my mom was, I was a little guy and she was like, hey, let's watch this movie. I heard it's cool. Maniac Cop. Like one day we're home and she was just like, hey, you want to watch this Maniac Cop? And I was like, sure, Mom. And that's why I love this movie, because this takes me back to sitting on the couch, just me and my mom watching it on a day that I didn't go to school, because like I would be off every first because we would go pick up our welfare check because we grew up dirt ass poor. And I would sit in the couch when I came home and I would watch movies with my mom. That's why I love Maniac Cop so much.
Hell yeah.
And I mean, that is just like pure 80s. Like that's like a definition of an 80s film.
Mm-hmm. I think it's one of the best. It's probably the best B movie of all time from a serious perspective. Like it crosses that line. It's super low budget, but it wants to be like bigger than what it is.
Right.
I just think it's an all around like good movie. It's definitely a B movie, but it's just like on the cusp. And it's one of Bruce Campbell's better acting jobs. Like he's not like doing his Bruce Campbell shtick. He's actually acting in this. So yeah. Maniac Cop, motherfucker.
I am glad Maniac Cop made an appearance.
Of course.
And of course, everyone, you can watch Maniac Cop 1, 2, and I know 3's on there, but don't watch it. You can watch 1 and 2 on Tubi for free. You don't even have to pay
now
money.
I'm gonna have to go watch
Tubi is awesome.
I love Tubi.
Yo, I love Tubi. And they got all the softcore stuff on there too on Tubi.
all that 80s softcore stuff. Right?
Yeah.
What is it? Femdom? Oops, I spoke too much.
Femdom, like female domination.
That's what he said.
Cliff.
So,
what's your evaluation of these two lists?
Wait. Should we just like roll through our movies one time to remind Cliff how
you can? Let's do it.
No, because I will.
He's gonna pick Mark because Mark has dreamy eyes.
Don't forget my hair, DJ.
Cliff. This one has Kevin Spacey.
We had Dread, The Descent, Inception, T2, Dracula,
trash,
Kick-Ass, and The Matrix. So this is the stack that you would take with you on the desert island based on Cliff's list.
But this guy's pandering. He's pandering.
The only one there.
Only the people with good taste, DJ.
The only one there absolutely making it to the desert island is Kick-Ass.
Oh, for real? That's awesome. That's a surprise pick.
Yeah, because of Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Hey, no, you should see Nosferatu, the new one.
I saw the new Nosferatu, baby.
It was good, wasn't it?
Oh, it was great. And let me tell you,
went for the dick, though, right? I did. I heard there's like a big vampire dick on IMAX, so I went and checked out that Orlok.
It's a prosthetic. That pisses me off, but it was fun.
I heard there was full Martin involved.
All right.
All right, so my list we have, and these are all movies that mean something to me. Isolation on Planet Earth. Oh, one location, not Isolation. We got District 9. Isolation, we got Fortress that takes place not in a fortress, but in a cave system. That's the words that I was looking for before.
Yeah, I'm going with that one.
They went spelunking.
Fortress. We got The Usual Suspects. It was okay to be a Kevin Spacey fan. Great movie. One of the greatest twists in the history.
The greatest twist of all was he was a fiddler.
Yeah, it was a great twist, and then the ending was cool too. So, Children of Men, starring Clive Owen for as Existential. It's like people can't get pregnant, then all of a sudden this chick has a baby, and it's just like humans want to exist. Villain stealing the show, Natural Born Killers, stealing the show. Yeah, movie Mickey Mantle. That was I still think that's this guy's best acting job. Like he's so good as a villain. Then we got Equilibrium, starring Christian Bale.
Yeah, that one's gonna hold you back.
Yeah.
And then last but certainly not least, the greatest movie of all time. I flap to this every night, Maniac Cop. Yeah, I'll be like, yo, babe, come on, man. Like, throw on that Maniac Cop. Synapse Films.
Just gets Mrs. Linx all heated up, huh?
It gets Mrs. Linx all heated up.
No, it gets me heated up. I'd be like, yo, babe, let me feel your jaw because you know how you got that big jaw. God. Yo, shout out to Robinson Dar. May he rest in peace.
Oh my gosh.
You're throwing this cop outfit. Jesus Christ.
You know, just to point out, John Carpenter's the thing fits a lot of those categories.
Yeah, I almost grabbed the thing. I'm like, well, I'll grab the 27, what was it, like 2011 or whatever, just to be different. Then I'm like, nah, that's just too pandery. I love the second one too.
So, in category one location wonders, both of you chose very well, and I do
like, what?
But in category one, I had to give it to District 9 because that one is just more like I mean, it was really close, but I'm giving it to Johannesburg.
Well, this is that we're throwing these categories right out the gate. Like
this is me getting nominated for best statue review all over again.
All over again.
I don't even review statues. Yes, I love it. I'll take it. I won. I'm out.
Yeah, you won.
Well, no, you didn't win because I gave you guys a tie in category one. All right, in category two,
you said you went with District 9.
Yeah,
I did. Say that?
He did just say that.
District 9 wins. No, District 9 wins.
Well, you can't take it. You can't take it back. You're on that bullshit.
I can take it back because I
no, District 9 wins. That's it. Come on, man. How you gonna
Johannesburg unite? All right.
How you gonna knock me down once I'm on my high?
All right, Isolation. The fact that you chose Fortress, amazing, and that whole thing with the kids, the cavern, and at the end when they confront her, and she goes, "No, we rolled a boulder. We rolled a boulder on that mofo," and that's the end of the story, right? And then the investigators leave, and she turns to the freaking heart in the jar, right? That shit is wild. So, and the fact that I didn't think anybody outside of Simon, aka Mad Spidey, even knew what that freaking movie was.
Oh no!
Right?
Yeah.
So, you got the points there.
2 in a row, baby!
Now, Mark, you chose very wisely with Inception. You get Inception right off the bat. You know, I felt like Usual Suspects was way too easy of a go-to. Now, futuristic and otherworldly. Again, this was kind of tight. I really appreciate the choice of Children of Men, but I am a sucker for Terminator 2. So Terminator,
of course,
everyone in their right mind is.
Yeah, like you're not gonna compete against Terminator 2,
right?
Now, the next category, villain-centered films. This one got wild because I love some Dracula. I talk about Bram Stoker's Dracula a lot
because of all the sucking.
Now, oh God, I hate to disappoint Adrian because it's Dracula, man, and I love this version of Dracula, and I love this new Dracula movie. I love it. But Natural Born Killers was such a freaking great pick. Such a great pick. Love that it was under the radar.
The movie's an anomaly.
Yeah. And then next, the one film you feel is underappreciated, Equilibrium, absolutely underappreciated. But Mark Kane,
Equilibrium's rightfully underappreciated.
Thank you.
Mark Kane with that kick ass and that Aaron Taylor Johnson love affair that I have.
Did you say Aaron Taylor's Johnson?
Yeah, emphasis on the Johnson.
And bonus, John Leguizamo in that movie too.
Yeah,
he is.
He's in the second one. No, he's in the first one.
He's in the first one.
Mm-hmm. I don't remember him.
He's definitely in the second one. He's the one that's getting Christopher on his feet after his dad died. He's finding his mom's butt plugs and stuff in the drawer and helping him get the crew together.
With Brand.
And then lastly, you know what? Movie that's special to you and shares a theme. The Matrix did share many a theme.
All of them, not many, all of them.
It's not underrated. It's not underappreciated.
Yeah, but you didn't put a number next to that. You put 5 categories and then 2 after.
I wouldn't call it villain centered.
You don't think Mr. Smith is the center of this movie along with Neo?
I would say he's more the center of the movie in the third one.
We can have this argument. He's the equal opposite to Neo. You can't have one without the other.
No, but Neo is 100% the star, front and center.
Oh yeah,
that may be true. This may all be true, Mark. But the specialness that Maniac Cop has to DJ does shine through.
Yeah, that movie put DJ on the spectrum.
It did. It did. And it left him there. And it left him there. And Mark, it left him there isolated, right?
Oh shit.
It left him there isolated. He never saw it coming. Okay.
That movie put DJ in all 5 categories.
I'm not a smart man, but I do know what a good movie is. That movie makes me happy.
Mark's picks were all technically excellent. But and they still are, of course. But yeah, DJ edges this one out.
You just wanted to say DJ edges.
Yeah, he really did. He's been waiting to say that.
If I want DJ and Mark edging all over me at Heroes Con, I just say it.
4-3 or 4 to I think
it's 4-3. 4-3.
Yeah.
Eiffel Towers, baby.
Oh, Eiffel Towers, especially you're a short king, so we don't have to angle too much with Mark. It's good. You know, Jesus that or you get on the side of the bed and Mark gets behind me and I'm on the floor, and then that way, you know, everything's
Gary, why'd you stop taking notes? How are we going to remember this?
Okay, Diddy.
Because I don't want to remember that. I don't even want the
Gary, you can on these streams, you can always look at Gary looking over at a notepad or writing something.
Gary just said, fuck it.
I can't wait for DJ. I can't wait for DJ to be like, why is there baby oil in every one of my bags, Mark? Every one of my bags.
Wow.
Oh, Cliff's gonna go full Diddy on you, huh? Now, Cliff, why is Les Grossman from Tropic Thunder your favorite Tom Cruise performance?
Oh, because
it's apple bottom jeans.
It doesn't make me think of Tom Cruise. That's why.
Yeah,
I thought you were going to say because he had them apple bottom jeans.
No,
in the boots with the fur.
That's the song you were to.
Player.
I just watched that twice again last week. It's so
G5.
good.
Oh my gosh! All right. That was bad.
Psychedelic Comics.
Big dick swinging.
Inherit the Wind. That's a great boy. That was a deep dive there. Inherit the Wind. That deep dive.
Yeah.
Nice.
Love that. Yes, Mark's movies were fire. Yes, it's probably an unpopular opinion. You know, like I said, Mark's were all technically excellent. You know, but you know, DJ brought that heart in with Maniac Cop.
Well,
thank
you, Mom.
Doesn't think you have a heart, Mark.
Yeah.
Oh, he's talking. But we'll start going around here, and great show, guys. That was so much fun seeing the movies that you guys brought and why they were special to you.
Well, also shocked Mark didn't pull out any Kong. I was also hoping for some Kong action.
I did pull out King Kong for the special pick, a movie that's special to you and stuff. I also pulled
the Peter Jackson one.
I had the Peter Jackson one out for Isolated because it's all on Skull Island, and then I had the original one out for like a movie that's special to you. But I've gone over and talked those movies so many times and everything. I was going a little bit different, minus T2.
I've never spoken about Maniac Cop ever.
Now you do, but there was so much heart in it. You know, the fact that you're like, I'm gonna stick to my damn Maniac Cop landing. You know, I appreciate it.
That's called laziness. Just laziness.
You know, is it laziness or is it heart, Mark? I don't know until I do the Vulcan mind meld with his penis. We'll find out.
Definitely laziness.
What?
Mark knows I'm a big Dong guy, and I love Peter Jack. Like 33 is just amazing. Like,
did you say Dong?
But that Peter Jackson one, you can cut the first hour off of that and it's fun and it's perfect.
No, 47 minutes when the fight starts with the V-Rexes. Oh
yeah, dude.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah,
I love them. Sound effects they make with their jaws clapping and stuff.
I remember I took off of work that day to go see that, and I saw it like at 11 o'clock in the morning. Like I was so hyped for it.
It's just
in the theater, like just seeing that in the big screen was amazing.
I think that's some of the best visual effects ever to this day, ever, and it still holds up.
It's the Avatar company. Weta Work or whatever.
Weta, yeah.
Weta, yeah.
Ugh, Avatar. Ugh.
All right, Jim, we're gonna start with we'll start with you, Cliff. What's coming up with you? Because I know you got like 35 minutes of what's coming up.
Oh shit!
Just take him to days. Take him to days. You have 2 days, Cliff. No, 3. We're giving you 3 days. Go.
This bitch here, all right,
3.
puts me on a work assignment, okay, and I deliver in which I am chastised by the participants, all right, for my suicidal ideation cliff notes.
I had to call the hotline for you.
Right?
You're looking for dark, deep shit, people.
Cliff, do you need to text 988?
I was scared for you, man.
And
Then
then
wellness check-in.
I give them my second choice list, and they said, Cliff, why is the second choice even worse?
that second list was trash. Like I was just like, yo, let's go back to the first.
They were like, let's go back, Cliff, dial it back. Let's go back to the dumpster fire. All right.
I was like, I'm sorry, I don't own any silent films. Like, what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
None of them were silent.
You don't own Metropolis at least?
No.
Oh my god.
You own Metropolis?
Yeah, I own Metropolis. I've had 3 different versions of it over the years, but I only have one. I just have a DVD of it. I don't have like a HD version. I haven't upgraded to that, but you remember I worked at a video store.
That's right. You worked at a video store.
Yeah. So like this is like, and when I worked there was before like you could just watch Metropolis for free on Tubi and stuff, you know. Like,
Right.
The Metropolis that's like film history also, but it's actually a really good movie. It's a lot easier to get into than you would think, and it's wild how culturally relevant it is like right now too, because it's about like feeding the machine of like industry and stuff like that, and revolting of people coming together against the titan of industry, and it's very existential with Maria the android and stuff.
Well, that you've talked about this movie a couple times too.
Yeah, Finn's watched it a ton of times. He's got a little Maria action figure and stuff.
Nice. Don't let him watch the year of 69.
I can't even find that movie. I can't even find it. I'm so upset.
I'm not even joking. Like I was legit looking through the movies and I was just like, oh shit, let me try The Usual Suspects. This doesn't look X-rated. Hey, a dog.
Look at the doggy.
Nice. So Cliff, what was coming up for you?
Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Comics and Coffee with Cliff. My guest is going to be Matt from Heroes for Hire Comic Book Club. Sunday nights, 5 p.m., movie crap with the Council of Comics. I don't even know what movie we're doing. We're doing Howard the freaking Duck because freaking Sam made a mistake. So we're going to be covering Howard the Duck Sunday night, 5 p.m. Eastern.
I just watched that recently as well.
With Tim Robbins.
And Monday night, New Keys and Hot Comics of the Week at 8 p.m. Eastern with the Council of Comics. And that's it. 3 different days, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. You're welcome. Jim, you're the best.
I just know that you're so popular that, you need to give them just a little taste and then come back for more. That's what I was getting at.
That's what I hope for.
Yeah, there you go.
Jim, what's coming up for you, bud?
I have some packages coming in hopefully tomorrow. I'll be shooting video. There are actually have 2 books scratched off my 2025 list already.
Already?
Shows. So you'll have to wait and see what that is.
And
then you might see me. I don't know. We'll see what's going on Saturday. You might see me on Outback or whatever, just jumping in.
Nice. DJ.
We got In the Mix tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, today's Thursday. Talking comic books and just having a good old time. And then I got a video coming out on Monday, and then I'll just be around.
And Mark, he's busy.
What?
Oh, what do you got coming up, sir?
Oh man, just same old.
Rob will be on at 7:30 in the morning, getting the Friday morning stream started. Mark will join at 7:35.
It takes a village, Jim. Quit being so judgmental.
Rob, that's on the West Coast, currently dodging fire.
Yeah, Rob will be up at 4:30
Whoa.
a.m. his time in order to get my stream started for me. Hey, on a serious note, I got all kinds of stuff going on. And since specifically, I know Gary is a huge fan of channel memberships on YouTube and people running channel memberships, exclusive content, pay to play shit. Gary's a big fan of it. On my channel, for the channel members to celebrate the return of Aquaman, finally, after years of hearing people bitch and complain about not having an Aquaman title, we have one, and it's good. Dream Team's on it. Hope everyone picks it up. But I'm going to be giving away a lot of Aquaman stuff, including the first appearance of Ocean Master, first appearance of the blue suit, some signed stuff, a big giant Aquaman pack, along with some other goodies for the Legion League this month. So be sure to check that out.
Now, Mark picks on me, but I am one of the longest standing members of both of their channels.
He is. He's an A1 for day one.
Absolutely.
I understand because it's not his thing. He's done videos
Jim as well.
why he doesn't do it on this channel and stuff. I like to pick on everybody.
No, I'll take it because
That's Cliff's motto.
Right, right. I'll take it. All right,
Like,
coming up for me.
You guys gotta step on your shtick.
I'm so particular.
Actual Dracula stole my comment right there.
Oh,
Sorry, Gary.
Where
I was gonna say that.
I'll be in no.
Oh, that's definitely not true. Me and Sector 2815 have the two of us, just the two of us.
And
Yeah,
there's
that's
the theme of isolation, everyone.
Yeah, the theme of isolation. Yo, in all sincerity, if you go back through my videos, like for as long as I've been on YouTube, there's been little things of Aquaman here and there, and I picked up anything that I could that had Aquaman related to it. It would just be like, it'd be Aquaman Green Arrow miniseries Deep Target about them fighting dinosaurs and shit. I'm like, why does this exist, and why do I have to buy it to get an Aquaman story? And we finally, after it's been like 5 years, 6 years since an Aquaman run. But we're there.
On a DC note, though, I am surprised with everything that DC's doing right now that they haven't done any kind of Super Friends revival.
Well, they got the Justice League. I mean, what do you want them to do?
yeah.
I want like
That's all the Super Friends is just the Justice League.
Yeah.
I know, but I just love like that old. So I would just like to see something kind of in that vein. But
Yeah, they have the they have the World's Finest title that Mark Waid writes. It's been going for like 30 something issues, which takes place in an unspecified time in the past, so that they can write whatever story they want, and it doesn't mess up continuity. So it has a very Silver Age feel to a lot of the story arcs. It would be easy to do a Super Friends title just like that kind of thing, where you just
right because it's its own type of
feel
thing
to it.
Yeah, it's got its own feel to it,
Mm-hmm. Now, if you read like Flash issue number like 730 something, there's an actual Super Friends issue, like Lex Luthor, the whole Legion of Doom from the Super Friends, drawn like the Super Friends. You even hear that crazy Lex Luthor voice when he's talking. When you read it, it's done specifically to be the Super Friends in a comic book. But Flash was bouncing around through hyper time, trying to figure out what was up with the Speed Force, going through all these different eras and times. And one issue was dedicated to the Super Friends.
Nice.
And because that was just one of those cartoons that all of us grew up on at some point.
Well,
all right, so coming up for me next week is LP week. So 2 10-1-1s focused on LPs. We have Mark Andrews on Tuesday, and then we have Nauman on Thursday coming on to do their top 10 records. So it's going to be a lot of fun. The 10-1-1
Oh, wow.
record editions. Those have been a lot of fun. We've done a couple record editions, and we've had a blast with them.
So Canadian mounting music, and actually Nauman might have some Zeppelin and stuff. I can't remember what was at his place.
Well, I think Nauman's like one of those collectors. You never know what he's going to pull out. The Mark Andrews.
Hey, yo.
But that's it. That's it for this evening, guys. Thank you all so much in the chat for being here. It was a lot of fun. Thank you for the support. Make sure you're following everybody here. Subscribe to them. Check out the memberships of Cliff, DJ, and Mark. And go support these guys. Like I said, they're here tonight, but they're everywhere all the time, helping everybody. So show them a little love back. And thank you, Cliff, for setting up another list and doing this again, and for taking all the grief these two gents would give you. And DJ Mark, thanks for coming on the channel again. Thanks for giving Cliff grief.
I'll come wherever you want me to, bud.
They were all over my face.
I'll send that to Gary, but
All over Gary's
that's
face.
what Gary wants.
Right. And of course, Jim.
Yes.
Always great hanging out with you, Jim.
Yes, sir.
And,
we had a blast.
We're gonna get out of here.
Oh, we definitely had a blast. I'm hoping for a few more.
Well, there you go.
So just real quick before you get out of here, I literally have the message up. So Cliff sends us the list. So he guys, love you guys. Hope you have fun with the challenge. My message right after, these categories suck.
And what was mine? Read mine after that.
So he's just like, oh, the point of this was a challenge. Mark says, these categories remind me of Chappelle during the Making the Band episode.
I could just see.
I'm
Cliff
gonna
walking
need you to
around
go
his
find me a
Facebook and
midget
shit.
holding a balloon with a glass of Cambodian breast milk.
What did I tell you about staying away from my OnlyFans?
Oh my gosh.
So it was like, your idea is fun. Your idea of fun is dark AF. LOL. This is Cliff talking. Hey, did you see that new comedy Schindler's List? We had a great time.
Yes.
Right.
It's great.
And then when he finally makes some DJ makes some kind of apology, and I'm like, I don't believe you, but I appreciate the sentiment.
Dealing with us is like saying one thing and getting hit 10 times. It's bullshit.
We love it.
I was gonna keep that. All right, guys. Thank you all so much, and until next time, keep it casual.
Keep it casual.